Hiya, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. Happy National Cherry Pie Day. Who knew? I even wore my red shirt for you. So today, of course, I made a cherry pie. 2 ingredients, canned pie filling and Pillsbury crust. That's it. But guys, when this pie is done, it's gonna look like you spent all day making it or you got it at a bakery. I'm gonna show you the tip that's going to absolutely take it over the top for a nice brown, crispy, crunchy crust. Everybody's gonna love it. And you will too, I promise. Let's get cooking. Just 2 ingredients, pie filling and 2 pie crusts. I'm using some cherry pie filling that my Amish friend made for me. So you're gonna take one of those pie crusts and you're gonna roll it out until the pie crust looks like it's just big enough to stretch over the edges of your pie plate, like you can see here. You want a nice hangover on the side, about 1 inch is good. Then you're gonna fill it with your pie filling. I used just right about 2 quarts, a little less than 2 quarts of pie filling. Then you're going to take the other piece of pie crust and you are going to roll it out a little bit as well and then start cutting it with your pizza cutter into strips. Once you get those strips cut, you can start placing them across the top of your pie. Now there are a lot of different ways to make this lattice work. I like to lay all of my pieces going the same direction across the pie. Just get them all lined up, and you do want them to overlap just a little bit on the edge of the pie crust. You can see them hanging over just a little bit. Once you get all of those on in that direction, then you're going to take your pieces and go across the other direction, lifting every other one to weave it in underneath those first pieces that we put on there. Now you're going to take the edge and you're going to roll that inch or so that you had hanging over the edge of the pie plate. You're going to roll that up and over those little pieces of the strips that are hanging over. So you're sealing that in. Just roll it up over and give it a good pinch so that you are getting it nice and sealed. I'm speeding it up just a little bit here. I didn't think you needed to watch me do that whole thing. Once you get that all sealed, you can see how I have that rolled up and sealed. Now you're going to use the beautiful tool that God gave you, your thumb and your fingers, and you're going to use that to pinch that edge to make a nice ruffle all the way around that pie plate. You can see there you just press down with your thumb and pinch against it with your finger, and it's making that really nice ruffle all the way around. Once you have that done, you're going to take 1 egg, whisk it really well, whip it up, and then you're going to use a pastry brush. And this is the tip, guys. If you want a really nice brown, crispy, gorgeous crust that looks like it was done in a bakery or you spent hours and hours on it, here's your tip. Paint that egg wash on there like you are Picasso. Now, the final thing you're gonna do, take some sugar in the raw, and you want it to be sugar in the raw. You want it to be really coarse sugar. I buy it in these packets because I don't use enough of it for it to stay fresh. So I just get it in the packets. But you're gonna take about 3 packets of that sugar in the raw and you're gonna sprinkle it right over the top. So I'm putting the last packet on now. So once we get that all sprinkled all over the top, you're going to take that pie and you're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven. You can see I put it on a cookie sheet, so if anything drips over the sides, it will catch it. So you bake it for about 40 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And when you pull it out, your friends and family are gonna swear you either bought it at a bakery or you must have spent hours and hours on that pie. Just look at that crust. It is absolutely delicious. Enjoy.